Hi. Thanks for being here and being a part of this journey with me. If this is the first video you've seen, welcome. It's just an opportunity for us to kind of move through this together. Whether you are currently unemployed after a layoff, after a downsize, an international merger in my case, or if you are just thinking about career change and repositioning. So anyway, I'm just happy that you're here on this journey with me. The one thing I wanted to talk about today is really, I think nobody really talks about what it's like when you're at this level of experience in your career. We'll say the leadership, the executive levels, senior management levels, when all of a sudden you find yourself in this situation and you're no longer the boss. I'm not the boss. Like for the last week, no one's needed me. No one's needed me to make decisions or be strategic or figure things out with them, and what that means. Like I go from being the boss and having people depend on me and, reach out to me for help, support, advice, and now I'm not there anymore. So does unemployed mean unimportant? I think that you can't help but feel unimportant all of a sudden. And we don't even need to talk today about the financial part of it. I mean, obviously, I was bringing a salary into my home, and I'm not. So how that makes me feel. But I do think that we need to spend some time in talking about that financial plan when we find ourselves in these situations, and I think we can do that. But today I'm kind of in my emotions of, I'm just not the boss anymore. I don't feel important right now. I did feel important in my roles, in my jobs. I felt really good about how I was leading the team. And the day that I got the news that the role, actually I had two roles, that both of my roles were being eliminated. And I had some conversations with my team. And I'll tell you, I only really got choked up once because I know it was a business decision. I saw the writing on the wall. It didn't make it any easier for me, but it wasn't as emotional, say, until I met with a couple of my team members. And one of them was an amazing young woman, young professional, just her trajectory is going straight upward. And she wanted to express to me what it had been like being a member of my team and me as a supervisor. And that really hit me. It made me emotional. Because that's really what we want to do. That's what I want to do. I want to have an impact. I want to be important to people. I want to be able to help and support them in their career path. And what I'm sitting in today is that I don't feel like I've been that all week. All week I have not been supportive to anyone, not been important in that way, to be a leader. And I'm an empty nester. So who I have at home is my husband and my two cats. And trust me, you don't lead cats. And the other one, my husband, well, we'll just refer back and think about the whole cat situation. I think the same is true for a husband. But that's a partnership, right? Not a leadership. But this is what I'm sitting in. This is what I'm thinking about. I guess it's trying to figure out what your identity is beyond what the title that you held in the world of work. And all of my friends, you post online that you lost your job and you're in this situation, and they send the most wonderful notes of encouragement and telling you how amazing you are and how strong you are and how smart you are and that the next thing is going to be so great. And I want to believe them. On some moments and some days, I do believe them. But then I have these other moments that are like, man, this really sucks right now. And I need to find that next role that is going to make me feel utilized, make me feel as though I'm having an impact and that I'm able to give something to whatever team it is that I'll be a part of. I think what I'm trying to tell myself right now is that I'm not unimportant. I'm just currently underutilized. So I'm going to sit in that. I'm going to sit in that and I'm going to work on that. Feel whatever comes to me next, and see where it takes me. That I'm not unimportant, that I'm just currently underutilized, and I need to find my next opportunity to use my skills to bring that to a team of people that I can in some way have an impact on. So that's what I'm feeling today. Next week, I really want to think about strategy. I want to think about steps that I need to take in order to move myself toward that next opportunity to be a part of a team and to make a difference. But why don't you in the comments tell me, is there a job that you've had in the past that really helped define who you see yourself as? And how does that impact you? But stick with me. Again, it's a journey, and that's just emotionally where I am today. Next week, let's talk about strategy. Let's talk about what we're going to do and how we're going to do it in order to find that next opportunity to be utilized. Have a great day. I'll see you soon.